Welcome back, YouTube, and thanks for tuning in. Today, we have something truly special to review the all new and just landed Sideshow Poison Ivy Deadly Nature collectible statue. In one of Sideshow's fastest turnaround times that I can recall. This piece was only announced a few months ago and is already shipping in stock now as we speak. This exquisite and large piece captures the essence of one of DC Comics' most iconic and nefarious characters to date. So sit back as we delve into the history, details, and specifications of this captivating collectible, available in two versions, the flesh tone as I have here, as well as a green skin variant. Now, let's get into it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it really helps the channel. Before we begin, let's dive into a little history of this botanical beauty. Poison Ivy, whose real name is Dr. Pamela Lillian Isley, is often portrayed as an adversary of Batman. She is altered after being exposed to various toxins and chemicals which transforms her into a plant-human hybrid with enhanced strength, agility, and a toxic touch. She possesses a unique physiology that makes her immune to most toxins and diseases, as well as the ability to control and manipulate plants, often using them as weapons. Ivy has a complicated relationship with Batman. While she is often an adversary, there have been instances where they have worked together or even shared a romantic connection. Known for her strong environmentalist and eco-terrorist motivations, she sees herself as a protector of plant life and the environment. In some storylines, she is depicted as an anti-heroine rather than a straight-up villain, as her actions are sometimes driven by a desire to protect nature. Typically, she is depicted wearing a green costume adorned with leaves, reflecting her botanical theme. Her appearance has varied over the years, but she is usually portrayed as an attractive woman with long red hair and alternating skin tones. In terms of psychological faculties, she has been depicted eliciting several disorders, potentially manifesting from her traumatic origin and associated post-traumatic stress. Poison Ivy is known for her willingness to use toxic plants and her deadly abilities to achieve her goals. This antisocial behavior, marked by a lack of concern for the well-being of others, aligns with traits commonly associated with certain personality disorders. Ivy's strong environmentalist stance is a central aspect of her character. While not necessarily a mental disorder, her extreme methods and single-minded focus on ecological concerns often place her at odds with societal norms. This can be interpreted as a form of radical environmental activism driven by a skewed sense of justice. She is frequently portrayed as having an intense connection to plant life, which can sometimes manifest as obsessive behavior. Upon opening the brown shipper, I was pleasantly surprised to see Sideshow has adopted the styrofoam corners surrounding the art box. This particular art box is very brightly colored and simply adorned with an image of the statue. Inside, the styrofoam is sealed via Velcro straps, not tape. Again, very nice to see. Only one box and one layer for this piece. Special note, if you look, you'll see that each piece is not only wrapped well in paper, but also a thin layer of foam, just an added layer of protection. And unwrapped, we can see a plethora of very small, delicate pieces. Handle with care for sure. As we unbox this piece, the first thing that grabs your attention is the meticulous sculpting and attention to detail. The pose captures Poison Ivy in all her botanical glory, a commanding and captivating presence. The intricate details on her costume, from the leaves to the vines, showcase the craftsmanship that went into creating this masterpiece. The attention to detail, including the muddy feet with elongated nails, as well as the textured costume that has a sheer component overlaying it. The sheen of it really makes it pop out at you. In terms of physical build, they did not over muscularize her and went for a much more traditional female aesthetic. Very pleasing to look at. Here we have the hands, superb detail and coloring, proportioned well to the torso with elongated blood-stained fingers. Side note here, the magnet on the right arm was extremely weak. Not sure if this was just on mine or a common flaw just yet, but something to note if you are expecting this piece. Now, let's talk about the base. The base of the poison ivy deadly nature statue complements the character perfectly. It's not just a simple stand, it's an integral part of the overall composition. The attention to detail extends to the base with flora and fauna that is tied into poison ivy's connection to nature. It provides stability while adding an extra layer of visual appeal. Personally, the base steals the attention for me. It is adorned with human fractured skulls throughout, as well as a glossy, moist appearance that greatly adds to the swamp plant life vibe it's giving off. It is very intricate with numerous layers of vines, branches, and even monstrous teeth. That being said, it is very delicate, especially the several tiny branch offshoots all around it. Be cautious and cognizant when handling this piece. The portrait is fantastic as well, very familiar to the comics and well highlighted. The hair, in addition, is equally well done, large, clearly separated, and expertly positioned. It complements the facial structure and nature of the statue smashingly. Taking a closer look at the facial features, the expression is expertly sculpted, capturing Poison Ivy's allure and hinting at her complex personality. The coloring is vibrant and rich, with subtle shading that adds depth and realism to the statue. As usual, here's an assembly video as well as a 360-degree view of this impressive piece. This collectible poison ivy statue is fully sculpted, cast in polystone to capture the intricate detail of her leafy costume and the feral foliage surrounding her. Her darkened color scheme features various greens, reds, and muddy browns that contrast with her pale complexion. Poison Ivy's portrait also incorporates those same earth tones into her makeup, complete with vibrant red hair and dangerous deep maroon lips. The Poison Ivy Deadly Nature premium format figure measures 23 inches tall and 13 inches deep as a monster tangle of plants and teeth lifts the villainous above the ground. Gnarled branches wrap around her outstretched arm, and Ivy's clawed fingertips are tinged with poisonous red. The churning earth swallows the remains of her latest victims, returning them to the natural cycle. Here's the newest villainess among the other Batman villains. I, for one, truly appreciate that Sideshow is willing to take these rogues in a darker, more menacing direction and look forward to some additional ones set to release soon. Special note to the creators, Will Harbottle for sculpt, Richard Long for design, and Kate Sabine on paint. The Sideshow Poison Ivy Deadly Nature statue is a stunning tribute to one of DC Comics' most captivating characters. From its history to the intricate details, this collectible is a testament to the craftsmanship and passion of the artists involved. Whether you're a Poison Ivy fan or a collector of exceptional statues, this piece deserves a special place in your display. And be on the lookout for the next video. It's a top 10 pickups of 2023, as well as a room tour. Drop your comments below and let's continue the conversation. Thanks for joining today, and don't forget to share with your fellow collectors. Until our next adventure, keep your passion for collecting alive and your love for superheroes soaring.